And we are here with Samuel L. Jackson. His career spans more than 50 years, includes movies like Pulp Fiction, Snakes on a Plane, Shaft. He's here to talk about his latest film, The Piano Lesson. Welcome back to GMA. Good to see you.
Good morning.
You have quite a history of The Piano Lesson. You were in the original production. You came back to Broadway last year, now making it a new movie. Very different experience?
Yeah. August Wilson writes, prolifically, so the play is 3 hours long. So when you have to adapt it to a cinematic form, you got to figure you can't do a 3-hour play for, 4 hours because you adding stuff because you expand the play. So you have to edit it down and then fill in the gaps with, real things, real like cars driving. When they talk about their truck breaking down on stage, people got to visualize it. Now you see it. Or you talk about them going out to a white neighborhood to sell watermelons. They get to go to a white neighborhood and sell watermelons. Or us being in Parchman Farm, the prison, when we sing the song in the play, the work song. So you have to expand it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, the movie, because I was there. I remember interviewing the cast when you all were on Broadway. Yes. And as George alluded to, the original, what was 1987?
Yes.
Yeah, you did the role.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Yeah, and now John David, Denzel's son, is playing the key role. Have you given him any advice on playing Boy Willie?
When my wife told me I was doing that play,
I remember that, yeah.
she specifically told me, and don't you ever say anything to John David about Boy Willie. And I have not.
Ooh, you listened to the birthday girl. She had a birthday yesterday?
Yes.
You listened to her.
Oh, yeah.
Wise man.
Theater's a dictatorship. So you have to work with it. Yeah.
Let's take a look at a clip right here.
He put a picture of my daddy when he wasn't numbered a little boy the way he remembered him. He carved him up out of his memory. Only thing is he ain't stopped there. He took and carved all of this. He put a picture of his mama, Mama Esther, and his daddy, Boy Charles. And on the side here, that's when him and Mama Bernice got married. They called that jumping the broom.
Yes. So you just said John David is in the movie. Denzel's a producer on this.
Yes.
Plus, this is really a Washington family affair.
Yeah.
Right? There's other children involved as well.
Daughter Katya is a line producer. She's there making sure we do everything right every day. Pauletta and Olivia, his sister, are in the cast in different places also.
So that dynamic was
and Malcolm directed it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you've done so many incredible films, so many memorable films. But 30 years, Pulp Fiction. 30 years, I can't believe that. But you can still see that you can still recite some of the lines from the movie. And of all the fans and people who come up to you, is there one PG? Is there one line that you can, recite back to you the most when they see you?
Well, people still ask me what do they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France.
That's the classic.
That's always that. When I'm going through TSA, sometimes guys go, "What's in your wallet?"
Oh.
And I always say, "Well, my wife's hand."
You're brutal.
You're going to be in trouble when you get home, son.
She knows I say that. And she goes, you tell them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're also working on a new project called The Beast. What can you tell us about it?
The Beast is going to be a film. I think I go to Spain next week to start this movie. It's the president and a Secret Service agent in a car,
which is
the
Beast.
presidential car, which is known as the Beast. And apparently there's a revolution of some sort going on outside the car, and I'm trying to get to Air Force One to get to the president's wife.
I like
and
it.
there's some weaponry in the car. Things are coming up out of the trunk, and some rays that come
like
out. Stuff. But it's gonna be fun. But just me and Joel Kinnaman in this car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And more Nick Fury in the future?
I would like to think so.
Well, us too.
I have no idea.
But you just can't say?
No, I don't know. I mean, Marvel Universe is changing in an interesting sort of way. So they're bringing all these other characters in. But you know, Nick Fury's not dead. I'm on that spaceship with my alien wife, you know, hanging out, waiting on the call. You know, but you know, Frozon's coming back though. That's the good news. So we are probably doing an Incredibles 3, I hear. So that'll be great.
You know, there are few that can do what you do. And that is the range.
Yep.
I mean, just think about all the different projects that we've talked about that you've been a part of and you're going to be a part of. Is that important to you as an artist to be able to have that kind of range?
It's important as an actor to be able to expand, you know, the experiences that you have. So I always imagined that I could do, you know, theater, TV, and film at various points. You know, because there was a time when if you were a movie star, you can't do TV.
That's right.
Because people won't pay the money to come and see somebody to see every day in their homes. So that's all changed with streaming and everything else, and making mini-series. You know, I had a great time doing the series that just ended last week, Fight Night, in Atlanta, which was really great. You know, we had a good time doing that. So it's real important to be able to go back and forth. 'Cause I still love the theater. So when I was doing that Broadway show, it was great for me. You know, you come to 8 shows a week. That's what I did when I was here. You know, when you're a kid coming up in the theater, you know, you get strong. It's like playing sports. You know, you get in shape so you can do a 3-hour play 8 times a week, sometimes twice a day. So that's great, and you have a live audience. You got that energy going back and forth between you and them, which is very different than being on a set where people just watch you.
Yeah.
You know, and they may react a little bit, you know, but
Yeah, we get that too. With our they may react.
Oh, Eddie always
Eddie.
Thank you for coming in.
thank you for having me.
Piano Lesson is in select theaters November 8th, streams on Netflix November 22nd.